Welcome to All Pets Considered. Our show strives to find the right homes for animals who have none. We also hope that our show can help to improve the quality of life for not only area pets, but their owners as well. But first, as always, we'll start tonight's show by meeting our wonderful set pet. Tonight we have with us Chauncey. He was actually adopted as a stray here in Springdale. He's about 1.5 years old, and he is definitely in his forever home. Tonight, our Adoption Options segment is with Springdale Animal Services. Brett, welcome to the show. We're always glad to have Springdale Animal Services here. You have such a great selection of healthy, happy pets for people that first thing we need to do is tell them how to get hold of you.
You bet. We're located at 321 East Randall Wolby Lane in Springdale. You can reach us by telephone at 750-8166 or 750-8163. We're open Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, noon to 6 p.m., and Saturdays, 9 to 1. You can also find our pets located at petfinder.com.
Boy, if you want a pet, there is a million ways to get hold of Springdale Animal Services, so there's no excuse not to look. And Pet Finder is a great resource because you can actually see what's available before you go down there. Maybe pick out a few that are favorites or favorite breeds or something like that. We
really encourage people to take advantage of that because if you can come into the shelter educated a little bit with what you're looking for, you're not necessarily drawn into the dog that happens to be the cutest that day. If you're not ready to bring a Newfoundland home, the puppies are cute to everyone, but it's a different kind of existence with a large breed dog like that.
Educating yourself before you get a dog, knowing a little bit about breeds, what you want out of that dog, and what a breed is going to be able to offer you because, Brett, as you know, they've been developed for different things, and so different attributes. Speaking of breed, we've been guessing around before the show, and there's no clear answer. I just want to give everyone a look at this body, too, because what a cute puppy. Look how long he is. What about this boy?
That is Bricks. He came into us on the 3rd, so he was one of our early arrivals for the year. We have him down as a hound mix. There could be some Mastiff in there. Those big ears and that longer body, I would say we're pretty safe.
Everything in there.
Brindle colors are characteristic of many different breeds, so we have him aged at about 8 or 9 weeks old, so he's still just a baby.
He is absolutely wonderful, too. He is a baby. Was he a stray then in the city of Springdale?
He came in by himself as a stray.
It's hard to imagine in the cold and bad weather some little puppy like this having to fend for himself. And I got to say thank you for sure for taking care of this little guy.
And we're glad to be there for that. These guys with these short coats, they just don't fare well in days like today when it's, in the single digits. A matter of hours can be the difference in a guy's life like this.
Oh, and really it is very important that we all think of our animals and every kind of animal in this kind of weather, so no doubt about it. What's the adoption fee for a puppy like this? How much does Love cost at Springdale?
It's a pretty good deal for a lifetime of companionship. This is a $40 adoption fee that includes their basic vaccinations, vaccination voucher for their rabies vaccine, deworming, and then a microchip implant and the first year's registration with the national database.
Wonderful. The microchip being a very important part of that package. It gets your dog back to you should a storm blow your fence down or a door open, some way that your dog happens to get out, it gets you back to them. And I understand the animal control officers are now scanning dogs as they pick them up even.
Yes, if they have the opportunity to return an animal from the truck rather than bring it to the shelter first, they're going to take that opportunity. It's easier on the animals. They're not as stressed out. It saves us space at the shelter, and it's just a good service to the citizens. If you're a responsible owner, things are going to happen from time to time. Animals get out from all of us.
It happens.
And having that chip in there is one more tool in your tool belt to get that pet home safely.
You bet. Well, Brick needs a home, and you brought someone else or a couple of others, so let me hand Brick to you.
You bet.
Because really, that is a sweet puppy, and I'm going to slip underneath here and get you out, baby cakes. Come here, let me see you. Yes, what you talking about today?
That is Tank.
Tank. You guys got some great names, Brick and Tank. I love it. Come here, Tank.
This guy arrived back in December on the 14th as a stray. And now your guess is as good as mine on this. When they come in as a stray, we're going to guess their breed based on their physical characteristics. Maybe Chihuahua, pit bull, maybe some dachshund in there. He's pretty solid, and that's why we called him Tank. He's full of muscle, super sweet temperament.
He is a well-muscled dog.
But could have some terrier, some sort in there. But he's really a doll, and he's been there, coming on to a month now, so we really need to find him a home.
He needs to have someone, and a very sweet dog, obviously a great little personality. He doesn't know me at all, and he's taken right up with me. Maybe, 17, 18 pounds? Yeah,
he's pretty solid, but he's as big as he's going to get.
This is it.
And he wants to be loved on. He wants to be doted upon. He's not an outdoor dog with that short coat.
Right.
He wants to be part of the family, and as you can see with his mellow temperament, he's just perfect for what he is. He's a companion.
Exactly. And you know what? He's got the nice short coat while it's bad in this cold weather. An indoor dog, this is really so much easier to care for and manage. You can bathe him in the sink and do all kinds of fun things. He is absolutely precious. The same $40 fee?
Same $40 fee. And then all the dogs, both of these are males that are intact still. We do pre-collect a spay-neuter deposit for the spay-neuter surgery. When they're old enough like him, they'll get shuttled directly to the vet. The new adopter will pick them up from the vet or altered. And we have a number of area vets that give us a discounted rate to pass on to our adopters as well. So.
Excellent. Neutering being very important, even though these are males and don't have litters of puppies, they're half the equation. And really, a neutered male makes so much better of a pet. They don't have all the desires to go out and roam the neighborhood. They're not trying to mark their territory. They don't have the aggression issues sometimes. So neutering's the way to go if you're going to get a pet, no doubt about it.
They can focus on their job as being your companion rather than escaping and populating the whole country.
That's right. So. That's right. Well, I'm going to put you up and get that kitty cat out, okay? All right. I'll set him back underneath you. And I know it's not really kitty cat season right now, but you do have some cats available. Is that right?
Yeah, we still keep getting them in. Of course, this time of year when the weather drops, there's a lot of cats that may have been tolerated as the unknown owned neighborhood resident. And we have a lot of folks that obviously looking out for them as well. So this time of year we tend to get this cat's been hanging around for 6 months. We're going to bring it in now. So we appreciate that. These guys, again, they're not designed for this kind of cold weather, and they can perish real quickly outside. This one was brought in. This is Bex, B-E-C-K-S.
Bex.
And she's pretty
like
uniquely marked. Yeah.
Isn't there? Yep. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Oddly enough, the volunteer that found the cat was drinking a Beck's beer at the time. So
perfect
she
name
was hanging out underneath the car in the cold weather. So
beautiful cat, and unusually marked cat. Usually with the blue cream coloration, you don't see so much cream on the face. Very pretty kitty, and kind of petite. How old do you think she is?
She's pretty
Brett?
striking looking. We have her down at about a year old.
So she will stay this nice little petite kitty cat size.
She's a young adult with a proper diet, and again, having them spayed and then feeding them on a scheduled diet is a real important part of their overall health through their lifetime. So, but yeah, with managed diet, she's not going to get much bigger.
What a wonderful personality. Again, she doesn't know me. This is a very strange environment, and yet she's purring and accepting all the attention. And an adult cat, you kind of get what you see. So there's a lot of advantages. While this looks like a kitten size, she's not going to be a great big cat. And I have a feeling that she would make someone a great pet.
They really do. And adult cat, you get what you see. You're also getting an animal that's going to be less susceptible to the stresses of the shelter and the exposure to the other animals. We've given her basic vaccines, and she's stayed in good health throughout her time at the shelter. So that's a good, strong start from an animal coming home.
You bet. So you have other cats available as well?
You bet.
Okay. Well, Brett, we always really appreciate you coming and sharing these animals with us. What a sweet little baby there, and hopefully we'll be able to find them all homes.
We appreciate being here.
All Pets Considered will be right back.
That's my friend, Cole. And that's me, Ilya. Ever since we got teamed up by Canine Companions for Independence, people don't think of Cole as the kid in the wheelchair anymore. Now he's the kid with a really cool dog. Personally, I think Cole's pretty cool too. To find out how you can help bring people like Cole together with dogs like me, visit cci.org or call 1-800-572-BARK.
I joined the National Guard. and never thought I'd be saving lives.
I never thought I'd have such an impact on my community.
It's more than money for college. It's built my character and given me a sense of accomplishment.
Citizen soldiers have two missions. One is right here at home during emergencies.
The Guard opened the door for me. Now I'm on a career path, and I'm the leader of my team. When your country calls, you go, proudly.
I put on the uniform, and I have a whole new outlook on life. Country, community, family. That's what matters most to me. If that matters to you, go to 1-800-GO-GUARD.com.
America has seen much change in the past 10 years: terrorism, wars, natural disasters, and historical elections. What hasn't changed is the mission of Head Start. The goal at EOA Head Start Early Head Start has been to empower families to break the circle of poverty and to invest in our future by educating children and building stronger communities. Learn how you can support EOA Head Start Early Head Start by calling 479-521-5571. Serving Washington County since 1965.
You know that I'm late.
I know what time it is.
Look, if I'm putting you out, I won't volunteer anymore.
Forget it.
A song I'm sure you'll all remember. If a chronic illness is driving you apart, call 1-800-344-4867 because a healthy relationship matters.
Deborah Grodecka is a highly qualified dog behavior professional with extensive experience as a trainer and behavior specialist. She has earned the title of Certified Pet Dog Trainer from the Certification Council of Pet Dog Trainers and is the founder of Every Dog Can Incorporated.
You know, with summer coming, on these beautiful days in our backyards, it's a great time to get out with our dogs and work on an obstacle course. Now, as you look around here, you will see that there are all kinds of found objects that just came from my garage. Old screens, platform of piece of wood, an old grid for mounting pots and pans on the wall, various pieces of wood, and hula hoops. And what we can do is just take these found objects and make it into a fun, mentally stimulating exercise course for our dogs. Coco, sit. Yes, good. Now, for instance, we'll take him over to the screen here. Now, the nice thing, Coco, the nice thing about the screen is it gives the dog an opportunity to feel new textures under his feet. And as you can see, I'm leading his nose around with a little bit of a food treat because Coco is very food motivated. If your dog isn't super food motivated, you can use a toy. But when he's got the feel of that screen, and you can see, there we go, you can click and give him a treat. And then see if you can get him to sit. Coco, sit. Sit. Now you see how he's backing off the screen? That's because the screen feels a little weird under his feet. But that's okay. There's really no huge rush or goal here other than getting the dog used to a variety of new experiences. Oh, nice. So he does a nice little downstay on the screen. Very good. Now, another thing you can do is take a couple of pieces of wood like this and just create a little tunnel for the dog to walk through. Now, normally dogs are not terribly aware of what their back feet are doing. That's because the front feet are right under their eyes and the back feet just kind of come along for the ride. So you see, he's really not paying much attention to this at all. So what I'm doing, yes, good job. When he gets in between the pieces of wood, I'm going to click, good, and give him a treat. Yes. Now that's a pretty easy obstacle. because he's still on the grass and it's on the ground for him. But now if I take him over to this raised board, we'll come over this way so we can get his face on camera, it becomes a little harder. Now you see how he's avoiding getting his feet onto the board. Now, when the dog is a little reluctant because the obstacle is unstable, I'm going to just put it right down on the ground. Coco, take those bricks off. Come on, Coco. And see if I can get him to just stand on it. Come on, Coco. Coco. Coco, come on, baby. Coco. Coco. Good job. And this is a little hard for him. He's really not comfortable putting those back feet on. So what I'm going to do is take him across sideways. And you see he's very happy to put his front feet, but his back feet he stretches, and so when he's got his back feet, I'm going to click and treat. So he learns that back feet on the board. See him stretch? Okay, good. Good. This is a real important task for any dog that's going to be doing tracking or search and rescue, because they have to be able to climb on unsteady and unusual surfaces. Come on, Coco. Coco. This way. Coco. Coco. Oh, there's that smell again. There we go. Almost. Almost. Yeah. So we're going to move on to another obstacle because this one's a little hard for Coco. Let's go over here to this platform. It's a little wider, and we'll see if he's comfortable. Good. Sit. It's a little unsteady. Sit. Well, I'm going to just accept the stand because that's a big deal for him, considering how difficult he found that other board. Coco, can you sit? Can you sit? Yes, very nice, my friend. Very nice. Stay. Oh, good. Stay. Now, what we have here is a wire grid that's going to feel very strange under his feet. So we got to give him a chance to just experience it. Good. 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 Good job. See him adjusting those back legs so his paws are not slipping through the wire holes in the grid. Sit. Sit. Feels too weird, doesn't it, honey? Okay, we'll see if we can just get a good stand on the grid. And see this back leg here. And I don't want to place him on it. That would defeat the purpose. The purpose of this is for him to explore and experience it on his own. Oh, good, Coco. Good, yes. Okay, so now let's go from here and take him back up onto the platform. Sit. Oh, piece of cake now. Yeah. So now he gets the feel of these two things together. And sit. Sit. You gotta get on it, sweetie. Sit. Coco. Coco, sit. He's got to learn how to adjust his body to get what I want. Sit. Coco. Coco. Can you come forward just a little bit? Sit. Sit. Come on, you can do this. Come on, Coco. What? You little cute. Okay, let's turn around and go back this way. Oh, go back over and on and sit. Sit, Coco. Now, I'm making him do some, there we go. It's a little hard for him. So I don't want the dog to ever get frustrated to the, yes, good job, to the point where he gives up. You can do all kinds of fun things with hoops. The first thing you do is get the dog just to walk over the hoop. You can get the dog to, Coco, sit, sit. Coco, come on, sit. Yes. And jump through the hoop. Now, getting the dog to jump through the hoop is pretty simple with a dog like Coco because his nose will always follow food. So I just take the food on his nose like a magnet and I just lead him through. Then when he's comfortable doing that, Coco, through. Come on, Coco, through. Yes. I can then take the treat and throw it to where he goes after it on his own. And then when the dog gets comfortable, I'm going to start lifting it little by little. Yes. Out here, I'd give him the hand signal.
Go, go.
Good.
Ready?
Jump. Oh, now, he took the easy way out. He went around. So what I do in that case, and you did great by having him sit first. He says, ooh, I got to hunt for that one. Okay, Coco, you ready? Sit. Good. I'll hold it on his nose so he knows it's there and it keeps him in the direction, and then I quickly, through, yes. Gets him moving in the right direction.
Ready? Jump. Jump.
Yay! Good job. And then gradually just lift the hoop higher and higher. And you know, the great thing about this, there's no real goal. It's just to have a little bit of fun with your dog. So this summer, when the weather's nice, get out into those garages and look for all your found objects. Set up a little obstacle course for your dog and get out there, get him moving, get him thinking, and see what you can come up with to make a little mini obstacle/agility course with your dog and get out for some summertime fun. Next week, we're going to do a segment with Coco in a much more complicated setting, still an obstacle course, but I'm going to take you through and show you step by step how to build a dog's confidence through a task that they originally found very scary, but then conquer their fears and find a way to do it happily. So we'll see you next week.
Chocolate milk is so delicious. Not only that, but it's so nutritious. Get some in you to improve your fitness, to have you rebuilding, looking ready for business. Go on ahead and tip back your glass. Chocolate milk, fuel your blast.
Chocolate milk is almost twice as effective as commercial sports drinks for refueling exhausted muscles. Twice. Milk. Chocolate. Milk.
I thought indoor tanning was safe.
They said their tanning rays were less likely to cause a sunburn.
What you need to know is UV light from indoor tanning can cause
premature aging, including wrinkles, sagging, and age spots.
So instead of making you look cool, it can make you look old.
And even worse, UV light can increase your risk of skin cancer, including melanoma, the deadliest form of skin cancer, especially when exposed at an early age.
And treatment can be surgery, and sometimes even chemotherapy and radiation.
In fact, current estimates are that 1 in 5 Americans develop skin cancer.
And 1 person dies from melanoma about every hour.
I don't want to be one of them.
I don't want to be one of them.
I don't want to be one of them.
This message brought to you by the American Academy of Dermatology.
I'm telling you, indoor tanning is not as safe as you think. In fact, indoor tanning is totally out.
You
Hello, friends. Many of you have asked me about Credit Counseling of Arkansas. This nonprofit organization is a wonderful treasure in our community. I've recommended them for years because they really do care about their clients. Achieve your financial goals by coming in now for a free financial checkup. CCOA cares, so contact the financial health professionals at CCOA today. Your financial health will get better.
We're ready. Well, Brett, I have to tell you, a lap full of love in this weather is a great place to be. So hopefully we'll be able to place all these animals. Tell us again who you have, and please tell us how to get there.
You bet. Well, you have Bex, our beautiful domestic short hair, arrived as a stray. I have Brick, our hound mix.
Rick has found a nice little quiet spot, and he's going to take a nap.
Yep,
Huh, Brett?
pretty restful position here
There you
right
go.
now. And then underneath me here is Tank, our Chihuahua mix, and they're all available for adoption. Additional information you can find at petfinder.com. We welcome you to come down to the shelter at 321 Randall Welby Lane, and or give us a call on the phone at 750-8166 or 750-8163.
Perfect ways to get some animals in your life. And if any of our viewers want to get hold of our training expert, Deborah Grodecka, they can at her website, everydogcan.com, or just by giving her a call at 479-925-3000. That's it for tonight's show. As always, if you didn't see the pet that's right for you, don't be afraid to drop by one of our local animal shelters and find the pet that's right for you. Thank you so much to all of our viewers. We hope to see you all again next week for All Pets Considered.